Hey everyone and welcome to Wbel. This week's going to be very epic, I promise. But before that, we're going to have a look up at last week's standings. So at 2 points we have Jesus, Sun Rooster, Shadow91. At 1 point we have Chise, Itoman, GB79 and Ram9. And unfortunately, Iceheart, Isvar and Kaysan are still searching for their first point. So let's see those epic matches right now.
Alright, so for this matchup, we have Ram9 versus Itoman PR. From Ram9's side, I'm going to predict Ferris, Glaciella Lizette, and Murmur. We saw Ram9 pilot this exact team to great success last week, and with no lightning units threatening it from Itoman PR's side, I don't see why he wouldn't choose it again. It has good damage, good bulk. It sounds like a match made in heaven to me. For Itoman PR's side, I'm going to predict Flagbearer of Reformed Glaciella, Miranda, and Surges. The main unit I wanted to focus on was the Flagbearer of Reformed Glaciella. The main threat to worry about from Ram9's side would be the Reagan, and that's why I chose Miranda there as both a support to Flagbearer Glaciella, as well as having a bit of an elemental difference to be able to contest Reagan from a different platform. Surges there for a bit of that spear synergy from Glaciella, and I think that could be a very strong team from Itoman's side. Let's see what the players chose and get right into the match.
Alright, so from Itoman's side we have a 139 Bradley, a 139 Phoebe, and a 140 Little Leela. From Ram9's side we have Ferris, Glaciella, and Murmur. So let's see how it goes.
Here we see the Bradley again, this time coming out from Itoman PR, but similar strategy where we just have the Bradley and 2 units just to help him shine. Instead of 2 tanks, though, this time we are seeing the Little Leela as the tank, and we have Phoebe there to just quicken him up and let him do his Bradley thing. So we'll see how this Bradley's able to take on the opposing team here. So on the other side, like I said, Ferris, Glaciella, and Murmur, we have the strong water synergy here. Glaciella showing how much damage she can really put out last time around. So let's see what a beast she is this time. And Ferris needs no introduction. Such a strong unit. And with the first damage of the match,
they're very full. so now it's Glassy's turn. It's going to be a star, so 50% attack up for the next turn. It's going to be a big one if she's able to hit someone. So Bradley going with a courage buff. So let's see is it Ace or Quicken Phoebe. So it is a Quicken Phoebe. So Bradley's going forward, going for the ESLB. So it's slash resist down, I think. Not so much damage coming from Bradley, unfortunately. So Murmur is going forward, probably annealing. So now we have Ferris, Pirate on Slugs. Oh boy, doing a big chunk of damage on that Leela. She's nearly down, and unfortunately our turn is really late. She's a really slow unit, so another quicken coming from Phoebe. Okay, so it was an ace coming from Murmur. Glaciella is going to finish off that Leela, unfortunately. So quicken. So now Bradley and Phoebe, they're all alone in this fight. So calculated run. Oh, killing that Murmur. So no more haste. And now we have Ferris. Does she have the angle? Okay, so yes. Near 6k by Ferris on Bradley. It seems like a lot of damage, but I think that it was really well tanked by Bradley. Glaciella not able to kill. Oh, okay, so slow coming off from the counter of Phoebe, so that's a really big reflex coming from Bradley. That's as big. So full life coming from Phoebe. Oh, and another big move. So oh man, Itoman, you're so blessed. So Ace is removed from this Ferris. So now we have Leela. She'll be able to tank again. Not much AP to work with. Yes, basic attack doesn't even kill that Phoebe. Phoebe's going again. She's so damn fast. What is she going to cast? Probably another quicken again, but Bradley doesn't have much AP. Just enough to do some damage to Ferris, but not to kill her. So now Glaciella's going again. Probably her last attack since she's slowed now. Okay, so it's an aggressive Phoebe going for Meteor. Not even enough to kill that Ferris, unfortunately, but Bradley's finishing the job. So Now Phoebe's going again, probably a quick in, this time for real. So now a little Leela. Beal Blade, poisons applied. Man, he's so damn lucky. So we have Meteor, not enough damage. Reflex again from Bell. Oh man! What's your problem, man?
What is this?
Poor Ram 9, seriously. Yeah. So Ferris is not dead, but she's going to kill herself in her next turn anyway. Another Meteor? Nope. Okay, so it's an Esper to finish this fight. So it was a dark damage. Oh man.
The full animation coming out for the Bahamut finishing blow.
It's a very long animation, but it was a really nice one.
A strong 1000 damage.
Okay, I won't congratulate you on your win, Itaman, because it was way too disgusting.
There was so much I wanted to comment on there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That whole match was just a roller coaster. Yeah, I don't really have, like, there's too much to talk about. I'll be here for hours. Yeah, go ahead, Numero.
Man, I think that the key of the match was sheer luck. The luck on the Itaman's side, man. Everything went absolutely perfectly for him. He couldn't have been. I don't know what Rem9 did to have so much bad karma. Probably all those ditch on Surf Taco. Man, I'm sorry, Rem9. I think your team was really great and very intimidating, but wow. So now it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, we saw all of the reflexes, we saw the slow counter, we saw the poison land, and the full life, so the luck was definitely on Itoman's side, but that's not going to take anything away from how well the Itoman's team was too. Like I said, Bradley is just such a strong unit that, you know, like I said, you quicken him and get him in there, he's going to do some work. I guess my key of the match, I'll go for like a more subtle one, even though it's one instance of that luck that happened there, but it was that first reflex on the Bradley. Ferris was doing some serious damage to the Bradley, and that one reflex prevented her from getting the AP that she needed to be able to do that, to be able to do an attack to finish him off, or at least pop his courage. So I think that one reflex missing not only prevented some of the damage, but prevented some of the AP gain. So
absolutely, yeah.
So GG's to both players, and congrats.
Yeah, GG to Rem9.
Alright, so we have Isvar versus Chise. So for Isvar's side, I'm going to predict Summer Helena, Resnick, and Murmur. Summer Helena and Resnick are not threatened by any Earth units from my side, and Summer Helena with her new upgrade can put out some serious damage. So with Murmur being able to haste her up, get her in there, and Resnick being able to buff her up and provide her with heals, she can be a very threatening unit. From my side, well, I know what I chose, so you guys are going to have to guess what I chose. Well, you guys won't have to guess for long, because you'll see in just a moment.
Boo! Well, I guess that I'll have to do it myself then. So, from Chise's side, I think that he's going to choose Bart, Mariel, and Naya, since the map is favorable to a long-range unit. And at the same time, they are units that are able to take a punch while doing some great damage.
But I will say, if I see a beach map, I'm going to pick a summer unit. I got to go with a theme. So, let's get in the map and see what we both chose.
Alright, so from Isvar's side we have Holday, Flag Glaciela, and Valade. On Chise's side we have Mariel, Summer Jidden, and Naya. So let's see how it went.
Alright, coming out from Isvar's side we have the Spear Synergy. Like I said, I've been wanting to see the old do some work. I know that Isvar's old is legendary, so I was excited to see it in action. And over from my side, I'm going for a pretty standard missile comp. I got Naya over there to support the tank. I got the tank going in, trying to disrupt some buffs, so she's kind of running in how I wanted her to. And Naya going to cast a Protect here.
No Reflect?
Nope, no Reflect. I saw the magic stat coming out from Isvar's side, and I was like, you know what? I probably won't need a Reflect, but I will need that Protect against this old.
Oh, wow. That's fortunate for him.
Yes, fortunate for him, unfortunate for me.
Yeah, but that's some big damage coming from Summer Jaden. 5k on Mariel. Big damage coming from Glaciela too, unfortunately, on the tank. Oh man, both tanks are made of paper because they all take a lot of damage. Okay, now it's Mariel's turn. So 3k damage, now it's Aldi's turn, and payback, she's dead. Oh wow. Summer Jaden's going next. I hope that he's able to hit at least a Flag Lashy. No, unfortunately. But at least Aldi is dead. Valet probably going to full life him though. Let's see. Flag Glaciela going next. Yes, it was a full life. Oh, but it failed! Okay, fortunately for Chise, he has a little bit of hope. So now Summer Jaden going again. Momentum. Oh, okay, going back. That's perfect for him. Now he's full aced, but Glassy's aced too. Valet's going next. Probably a cure for himself. Yes, so Curada. Full life now. Okay, so Summer Jaden, Maelstrom Jet. Not enough, unfortunately, on the Flag Lashy, so she's able to tank at least 2 more hits. But now Jaden's not aced anymore, and he's nearly dead. It's not looking good for Cheese, unfortunately. So ice buff, but last attack coming from. Oh no, a reflex! But it was a reflex. Oh man. Oh, okay. That's a hard one.
Yep, that was a hard one. But yeah, the writing was on the wall. Pretty much as soon as Naya went down on that first hit there, I was like, all right, I don't have the sustain needed for Mariel, and Jaden's gonna need to put in some serious work in order to do this. And unfortunately for me, Isvar his units were just built too good that he wasn't taking as much damage as I'd hoped for from Jaden. So definitely well played from Isvar, and yeah, was a fun match overall.
Yeah, of course. I think the key of the match was Mariel going down really quick. It didn't help at all because Summer Jaden didn't have time to apply more damage to on the enemy side, but also the fact that Flag Lassie was able to stay far away from Summer Jaden for a long while. I think this could also be considered.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Mariel living for a little bit longer would have helped a lot. My key of the match probably would have to have been in the initial positioning. Just Old being able to take out the Naya on his first attack because of how stacked up they still were in the beginning. That was huge. Being able to have the damage from coming out from Old, and also being in the right position at the right time was just massive.
Yeah, I forgot about the Naya. Man, all day his reach was really good.
Yeah, unfortunately for me.
Well, that was still a great match to see, though.
Yeah, it still ended up being closer than I expected after that beginning, and yeah, like I said, fun, and like I said, being able to talk to Isvar, awesome guy. Like I said, I feel like I'm gonna say that about everyone, but I had such a great time talking with him, and it was a fun match too.
Did you start with the Jaden on top of the hill?
Yes, I did. I started with him on top of the hill, so my idea was having Mariel down on the bottom, have her run forward, and have Naya there to support her with curadas and full life, things like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she never was able to get far enough away from the Naya for her to not get an AoEs.
That's too bad. Alright, let's jump into the next fight.
Alright, so for this matchup, we have Kason versus Sand Rooster. For Kason's side, it may be wishful thinking from my part, but I'm going to vote for the Vega, Moraga, Durando, Axe team. There is no Earth to threaten Vega aside from Murmur, and there's absolutely no wind to threaten Moraga and Durando. So it may still not be the time, but I'm putting my chips down, I'm voting for it, I'm thinking the Axe team is going to come out from Kason. For Sand Rooster's side, I'm going to go with Howlet the Heaven's Blade, Delita, and Adelard. So a bit of a strange team, but I think Howlet works for most of the things that Kason will bring. The most concerning thing would be the rain. And that's why I chose Delita and Adelard, because it helps to deal with the rain without opening yourself up to the Vega and Shitself. So that would be my predictions for both teams. Let's get into the match and see if I am right.
Alright, so on Kisan side we have Vega, Murga, and Durando. We have the big, mean Axe team. And on Sun Rooster's side we have Agrias, Faris, and Adelard for the all-red mage team. So let's see how it went.
Finally, the famed Axe team is here. I've been super excited to see it in action, and so I'm just really happy to see how this match plays out. So over on Ferris's side, we get some of the slash res debuff because it's going to come in helpful against this Axe team. Agrias uses the Heart of Flutter buff to get that move up and unit res. Vega comes in with the courage for some survivability. That's going to be very important coming in against these two heavy-hitting red mage units. Oh, and Moraga gets no time to buff and gets the first hit on Agrias.
Oh, but I think it's fine. Murga has a 50% physical shield with his passive. It makes him very useful in small maps like this one because you can use him to disturb the enemy camp. So Agrias, what is she going to cast? German Blade? Status effects? No, but 1 damage.
1 damage. That's really good on Kason side.
So that was really well tanked by Muraga, but I think that his 3-hit barrier is done now. So we have Vega coming forward. So Vega, not much damage on Agrias too. Still no damage coming from Muraga. That Agrias is really, really tanky. But now we have the magic damage. Let's see. Shadow Flare. Yes, much better. So now it's not looking good for Kason. German Blade again. 1 damage again, but that Durando take it hard. Durando. Oh, big damage and Immobilize, but well, they are all stacked together, so Immobilize won't do anything.
It'll keep them stacked together.
So Faris, big damage, killing that Durando. Oh, but the heal back, it's kind of nice. Now
I did not notice that Durando didn't get his buff off.
Okay, killing the Adelar, but it's big because he was doing the most damage. So now we have Muraga, basic attack, he didn't add much AP. So now Agrias, not much AP too, recovering some with that 1 damage. Now we have Faris, I think she's going to kill that Muraga. No, not even. So Muraga staying still with few HP, Agrias going again, 1 damage still. Oh damn, that's so fun. So Vega going again, not much AP now, but he did a lot before going forward. So now Muraga, let's see Blade Blast, no stun coming from Muraga, unfortunately. So now we have Faris, 0 AP, basic attack, not enough to kill that Muraga. Ooh, but I think that Agrias will finish him. Not even, that's, wow. Okay, so Vega, a buff. So didn't have enough HP or the angle to hit that Faris. So that Muragas finally killed. We have Agrias, Abyssal Doom, so an Esper. Not much damage, but it removes the buff. So now Vega's turn. What is he going to do? Is he going to... Oh, both. Okay, so Faris is down. No, so now it's really not looking good for Sun Rooster. So is he going to do 1 damage? Not, but the counter did much more than Agrias did. So now Vega again. Esper 2, not much damage. So both are really tanky right now. It might go to turns. So Agrias missing that Vega from behind. That's not good. So basic attack coming from Vega. I think he had the HP, it's just that it was what was doing the most damage, probably. We'll see. So he's finishing Agrias. Oh.
Yeah, that was a slogfest. Those both units, or all units on both sides, were just so incredibly tanky. I guess aside from the Adelard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was incredible show from both sides, just the amount of tankiness that both units could build up.
Oh man, Agrias and Muraga, that was insane.
Yeah, like I said, the 1 damage hits on Moraga, and also with Agrias, like I said, she rarely took more than 1,000 damage from pretty much anything. That was very impressive to see. And like I said, I know like the big numbers are very flashy, But for me, I appreciate the small numbers. That shows that the units were built and they knew their opponents very well in terms of what to expect in terms of damage.
I think that the key of the match was killing that damn Adelard. I think he only had one turn, but it was a big one.
I definitely agree. If that Adelard had been around to do one more spell, I definitely think it would have been curtains for Kason. So I think that was definitely the key of the match for me as well.
Maybe we'll look back at the video and see him like do like 2 or 3 attacks and look like fools, but we'll see.
That's how it goes usually.
Yeah. So GG to both players. It was really a good match, and let's see the other ones.
In this matchup, we have Shadow 91 versus Jesus LBL. For Shadow 91's team, I'm going to predict Perrine, Rain, and Grace. I think Perrine just overall has the best matchup spread across all of his units, and I think getting her in there and supporting her with a tank to soak up the damage, especially one with massive AoE res like Rain, and a healer that can just keep them both alive and topped off, I think that's going to be key to winning this matchup versus Jesus LBL. And over on his side, I'm going to predict Bart's Warrior of Light and Uni. It's one of the cases of if it's not broke, don't fix it. We've seen this team put in so much work, it's done so much damage that I don't see a reason why he wouldn't bring it again this time around, especially with Uni having his own perch in the back of the map to be able to just rain down Hailfire onto Shadow 91. So let's get into the match and see what these teams actually chose.
Alright, so from Shadow side we have Joom, Tifa, and Slime. And on the Jesus side we have Yuumi, Warrior of Light, and Bartz. So he's bringing his formation again, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so over from Shadow's side, we have some wind synergy here. Joom, an absolute beast of a tank. And Tifa is there to put out that damage with Slime as a nice support for agility. But we have seen this team from Jesus LBL put in some serious work. And so this will definitely be a strong, definitely have to be a strong showing over from Shadow's side to be able to overcome this team. And the Keen Blade comes out from Warrior of Light. So here was going to be some damage. Let's see what follow-up does.
There was a miss.
Oh, the follow-up never came out?
Okay, so Bartz didn't have time to apply his buff, and also you can't apply the after effect if you miss. So a big play coming from Shadow. If you can't hit, you don't do the follow-up. Oh, very really, Tifa.
Wow.
That's incredible showcase. Oh wow. So let's see if Uni, but Uni is pretty accurate. Okay, so there's the first damage, but yeah, Bartz never had time to apply his courage buff, and it was because initial placement was very defavorable to him. So Tifa, Summer Assault is going to apply. No status effect.
Wow. But that damage was insane. That was like 8,000 damage onto the tank.
Oh, and now Tifa's gone. So the Joom will have to do all the damage and the tanking. Uni, not much AP. Shadowbind, not much. Okay, so she's super tanky, but she doesn't have the damage, unfortunately. And the Bartz can do a lot, like we're seeing right now. So Warrior of Light, not enough to kill her, but honestly, it's done. Oh damn! I like the evasion angle for once, but unfortunately for Shadow it wasn't enough. And of course, Wall didn't add the damage. Okay, so Bartz killed that Joom.
Wow. Oops. Yeah, like you were saying, I really liked the evasion angle from Shadow's side. I think that was a very smart counter to this team. If Bartz didn't have the accuracy to be able to hit, then I think that Shadow's team definitely would have taken it. We saw how much damage that Tifa did. She definitely showed that she had enough damage to be able to take out this team, but kind of spoiler for my key of the game, but I think that, yeah, Tifa going down was kind of the nail in the coffin for Shadow's side.
Yeah, Bartz being able to hit her was really big. Unfortunately, even if Tifa is a kind of evasion unit, I think she's more of a bruiser. She doesn't have that much evasion, and since the map is so small, probably that it didn't even have time to apply some more luck or evasion. So unfortunately for Shadow, but man, it was really a great fight and it was entertaining.
For sure. And even though it wasn't the usual fare that we're used to seeing with the follow-up attacks, team from Jesus LBL still stands as an undefeated beast.
Alright, so let's jump into the next fight.
All right, everybody. In this matchup, we have JB79 versus Iceheart. From JB79's side, I'm going to predict Perrine, Dea, and Marielle team. I think Marielle's an amazing tank, amazing magic tank, can get out there and soak up some initial damage from Iceheart before Perrine and Dea come in to deal their damage. Running double water feels pretty safe since Iceheart isn't running any lightning units on her side. From Iceheart, I'm going to predict an Elia Rundal, Miranda, and Murmur team. I think having Murmur to haste Elia Rundal and Miranda to quicken her to just be able to deal out that massive damage over and over will be a huge strategy for Iceheart. And Miranda can also be as a good backup in case JB decides to bring Kefka or Summer Katone into the match. So let's see what the players chose and get right into the match.
Alright, so here we have GB79 against Iceheart. So from GB's side we have Marielle, Perrine, and Dea. On Iceheart's side we have Zazan, Alaya, and Miranda. So let's see how it went.
So from JB's side we have the water duo with the Marielle as the tank. Marielle puts in some serious work. I advocate very highly for her, and JB's put her to great success. Iceheart's side, we have Missile with Elia and Miranda. Oh, Dea coming out with the damage already.
I mean, it was expected that level of damage on Zazan at least.
Yeah, that's true. He's not the bulkiest one around.
And he's dead.
Oh. Well, he did his job.
Yeah, at least it gave time to Miranda to, no, not even fast cast, it was a quicken. And since Alaya has only 2 moves because of her passive, then she wasn't able to be in range. But at least for Iceheart, for a first time, there's a match that the team is in diagonals, so they have time to buff.
Yeah, and they weren't able, like, now the buffs are coming out that JB was probably expecting for the first couple of turns, but they weren't able to get them off earlier, so that might also help out on Iceheart's side.
Yeah, but Iceheart isn't on the top of the cliff, so it's really dangerous right now. Of course, she had the range, and it's already done, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Miranda can put in some work, but it will be a very hard. She'll need to like land a sleep or something here to have a really good chance.
Yeah, JB's team stayed in the back buffing during a very long time. I guess that it was a little expected. Unfortunately for Iceheart, she wasn't able to hit the enemy team after the first phase of buffing. She couldn't take advantage of the fact that Zazan was there to shield her. The same applies to Miranda, who has a long range attack but couldn't use it.
Yeah, like I said, this all comes down to this turn, see if she can land a sleep or something. It's gonna hit all 3.
Oh!
Oh, it did land 2 sleeps! So there is a chance.
And a reflex. Okay, at least she got lucky on this one. She'll get another chance, but she really have to do more damage to that Marielle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but reproc the sleep on the Perrine.
I don't know if Perrine has 97 fate.
I don't know either. I wouldn't expect so, but it could be the case.
So GB, you have one homework, put it into the commentaries. Oh, okay, so we have a LB coming from Miranda, so now it's a confusion. And it lands to everyone but Marielle.
Wow.
Oh no! Why did you did that?
The AI was too smart. The AI was playing manual. He turned off auto for a second there. Oh man. That was yeah, that was a crazy match at the end there.
Oh yeah.
What ended up, we thinking it was like a lost cause turned into like a status effect bonanza right there.
It was still pretty one-sided, but at least it was very entertaining.
Yeah. Like I said, if the sleep kept on proccing, there was a chance it would have came down to just Miranda and Marielle there. But yeah, especially if that Perrine was 97 faith and that sleep had such a high chance to land. Who knows how that could have ended? But yeah, it was at the very least entertaining, like Numero said.
I think both teams have a pretty strong formation, But unfortunately, like I said, I don't think that missile works very well on this format and on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I still stick by what I said. I think it can work. I just think being up on that mountain and, like I said, needing to have the damage, it's a tall order sometimes.
Well, GG to both players, and congratulations to GB79.
Yep, GG.
Unfortunately, that's all for the Enthusiast division for this week. We really had some great fights, and thank you all for participating as always. Now we have Jesus with 3 points, Itoman, GB, Sen Rooster, and Shadow91 with 2 points, Chize, Esvar, Kayson, and Ram9 with 1 point. I really hope that you guys enjoyed and had as much fun as we had shooting this. Also, I don't know for you guys, but we really like this format so far. It allows a lot of creative comps and all the fights are pretty close. Right now there's a Jesus with a 3-0 record, but like he's the only one and his demise is coming. Now that all is said, let's see you in the next video, which is the blind division. So, see you soon.
This one's messed up too. I should be in first place.